But the surprise earlier on, I got to bring up Spire Motorsports, Corey LaJoy, Carson Hosier up front most of the race, top tens even. LaJoy, stage three, he spun, blew a tire. He had to go into the road. That ruined his day. Hosier still came home in 15th place though. Yeah, also the progress of Spire from essentially that brand new single car team, which we see come and go, to where they are now as a team.
Yeah, it's been really incredible to watch their growth over the last several years. Of course, they got that win with Justin Haley at Daytona in 2019 with a well-timed lightning strike, but it certainly was not indicative of where that car was capable of performing the first couple of years of its existence. And I think Alex, you might have even been the one that I'm talking about here. I saw somebody put a tweet out or a post on Threads or somewhere saying like, "Look, if Corey LaJoy is running this well."
That was
With
me.
Spire and yeah, and again, no disrespect to Corey LaJoy, but you just think about where he's been in his career and compare that to the hype behind Zane Smith and certainly Carson Hocevar, and even seeing it now with Carson Hocevar coming home in a top 15. I mean, when those guys get a couple of years of Cup experience under their belts, we could see if they stick with Spire, those guys could be contending for race wins week in and week out. I think that team is very near getting to that point where we can consider them a team capable of doing that. So and again, Corey LaJoy is a contender for my one shining moment. Still, I know it didn't work out at the end, but I was a little bit late in turning the race on, and I texted a group chat I was in asking how is LaJoy up in third or fourth at one point, and people were saying it was pit strategy, and I kind of expected him to fall back after that, but to his credit, he really did hang up there in the top 10 for much of a day, and fell back a little bit, and then obviously had the issue where he spun out, but. This, like I said on the pre-race show, this was and will continue to be the true test of where each team is as we get into the heart of the season here. And Corey LaJoy's obviously been very strong in Atlanta since the reconfiguration. That's probably been his best track on record. But to have a run like he had today, it's pretty good. Fortunes coming Spire Motorsports way in 2024, I believe, if they can continue to keep this pace.
Man, seeing Corey LaJoy run second at a point today, that did not feel real. Like, I thought it was a joke, honestly, that we were seeing that. But in all seriousness, like I was said on Twitter, that Carson Hocevar would run up there, and if like later in the season, if Spire has a speed, Carson Hocevar will be up there, and Zane Smith will be up there as well. They are both such up and coming talents. Everyone knows how good they are. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see how they do once we get to that point. But am I surprised? I mean, yes, but also Spire has said for many, many years, like, yeah, this is our plan. We have a long-term plan of becoming successful. A lot of people kind of blew that off as like, oh, you're not actually serious, but that we're kind of starting to see that. We kind of saw glimpses of it the past couple years as well. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what they end up doing here in the next few years. And also, by the way, they've swept the truck series this year so far. So, I mean, it's not just a Cup series that they're showing improvements. It's across the board.
Yeah, I guess because Sanchez has that Rev had that alliance with Spire. So, yeah, you can say that. They've been firing all cylinders in that series as well.